It was a typical day in Chicago in August of 2012. I was with Karar when he received a call from Damascus. He was given news that his friend was killed in shelling by the government of Bashar al-Assad. This is when the idea to travel to Syria was born. A few months later, I met Joe. We discussed the conflict frequently, and I expressed my thoughts on a possible trip to Syria. Joe said he was interested, and planning ensued. In January of 2013, Karar, Joe, and I met in Istanbul and took a bus to the city of Kilis. This is our experience. We arrived to Kilis to find many Syrians who had left their country. They throw snowballs and play. It feels similar to winter in Chicago. We speak to journalists who refer us to a man who goes by the name The Harvester. He is well connected and arranges a ride for us to enter Syria with a commander named Abu Hassan.
So right now, we're crossing the border into Syria. Joe and Karar are walking in front of me. I'm taking the back right now. We're gonna see how this turns out and turn it back on in a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, there's a flag.
We cross the border with no issues. Abu Hassan picks us up on the other side.
اطلع على الماتور هناك جيبه تعال. ايوه خلي جيبه على سوا.
We pass through several checkpoints held by the Free Syrian Army. The drive to Al-Bab takes several hours.
بس حمده ماشي بشي يعني بحكي تركيا يعني بدك تاخذ تاكسي يعني.
As we drive further in, we start seeing clear signs that the war has taken its toll. However, the people still go about daily life. Commander Hassan discusses the brigade we will be staying with, as well as some risks we may encounter in Aleppo.
أبو أحمد هو قائد اللواء؟ هذا هو قائد لواء دراسة سوريا. لما نطلع على المقر بعد ما نخلص بالرفعة هنا شو نطلع على المقر على البيت. الصور قاعد تكم بالمقر عند الشباب، شبابنا يعني فهمت علي شلون؟ إن شاء الله. ضلون هناك شوف أنا ما يعني نزلة حلب ترى لازم يعني فهمت علي شلون تصير تفوت مترو. انت قاعد تستوعب مني الشباب ما هي فهمت علي شلون؟ صحيح. يعني دخلت حلب بتاخذني اليوم ما يدخل الا جيش يعني معرض لقصف معرض لكل شيء.
We arrive to Al-Bab. The brigade that we are with shows us the destruction of their city. This here is the result of a regime gunship attack. The rebels walk with us. To protect us, they carry concealed weapons and rifles on a sling.
This is what's left of the Islamic secondary school. After regime airplane came and bombed the hell out of it.
There are children playing in the schoolyard. They love to be on camera. In the months before traveling to Syria, Joe made the decision to convert to Islam. The people were very happy to see an outsider make this decision. This was the official conversion, which was held in a building that would be compared to a courthouse in the United States.
10 years ago.
درس في المدرسة عن الإسلام تقريبا من قبل 10 سنين.
أنت تعرف أركان الإسلام؟ نحن الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
الله
مبارك 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 عليك الإسلام. مبارك. ضيفوا شاي ضيفوا شاي. تفضل اشرب شاي تفضل.
After the conversion, the rebels take us for a walk through a local market in Al-Bab.
Watch out for motorcycles.
The rebels tell us this building used to be a marketplace. It was shelled by the government. Muhammad, one of the rebels, takes us inside for a closer look. We walk through showers that were used by the people many years ago. It has been destroyed as well.
وطن عربي واسيا. هذا السوق طوله 7 كيلومتر. هناك غزي.
We go to the house of a member from the brigade. His son is a few years old.
لا انت قديش عمرك؟
صدق احكي معه ضل احكي معه خلاص طفاها. يلا احكي.
قديش عمرك انت؟
30.
تروح على المدرسة ولا لا؟ تروح؟
كم سنة بيشتغلوا بس مع 3
شو بدك تصير بس
في قلت له انا ما
مهندس شو؟ أنا كمان مهندس.
The power stays on for only 1 or 2 hours a day. Generators are frequently used.
عجل يا براد يا براد فردك استندار. عجل يضرب ضرب رشاش يابا يا يابا.
One of the rebels plays a drum and recites a poem. Another rebel fires a rifle into the air.
فردك استندار يا ولو.
The following day, a member from the brigade dances before leaving to Aleppo.
عليكم السلام.
قوم تعالوا.
هي اول ما يدير
Tyler.
هي امريكيه اول ما يدير
حزامك هون تحت محدد.
هي امريكيه لا اوروبيه.
They show me how to take apart an AK-47 and show me how to reassemble it. It is my first time taking a weapon apart. The concept is not difficult to grasp.
هذا يكون مصدر لإلن جاي عشان يشيل العساكر.
هيفا انت هيفا.
ماشي فوت جوا.
خليه يرجع يفكر حاله.
عم تحكي لمعاون المدير.
على فكرة طيب مدير منطقة نزلنا مشان هوية. هيك ابن خالي. هي كان عم ندخن مع قبيل واحد ما بيعطوا الهويات.
He shows me how to properly rack the weapon. We go outside and they let me fire a shot in the air.
Alright, now just shoot in the air.
On our final day, we head to Aleppo. We listen to music and absorb the scenery around us. The city seems to be pretty busy, although the destruction is way more intense than in Al-Bab.
بكي بياضن على الجبهة خط الجبهة خلي يصوروا. دير بالك عليهم ها. وين أعوذ بالله؟ رأسي يا طيب. هلا بياخذ بارودي من المقر من هون.
We see some vehicles with heavy weapons mounted in the back.
على راسي والله. الله يحميكم إلهي.
انتم منين انتم؟
لكن
ايه على راسي.
We see buildings that have been destroyed beyond recognition. Next to these buildings was a school that had also taken an immense barrage of varied munitions. A school in the area had concluded for the day. The children spot us with video cameras and they shout to us. We continue our drive through Aleppo and ask some of the locals about their opinion on Bashar.
تحب بشار؟
لا
لا صور يا سلام. فضل عليك
هذا
لا.
As we begin to leave Aleppo, we see the results of a regime airstrike in the distance. After we leave Aleppo, Abu Hassan picks us up and takes us back to Turkey. The trip lasted a total of 5 days. The experience was incredible. However, this situation has not showed any signs of stopping. With more powerful countries fueling both ends of this conflict, it will only add to the bloodshed and destruction this country has seen. This is not the future we can leave for the generations that follow us. The power must be reinstilled to the people of the world, and not the elite class who seems to be waging war after war, in which we collect no spoils, yet all of us struggle for their cause. A collective understanding of choosing humanity over patriotism is the way that we can begin to fix such atrocities and human rights abuses.